Hey y'all, Kate here from Rise and Shine Wood Signs. Today I wanted to talk to you about stacked text on text. I am going to be using my Onefinity Journeyman X50. I'm going to be using bits from idcwoodcraft.com. This is actually a 1/4 inch bit that I am using. It is a downcut bit. The wood that I'm using is a Baltic birch 3/4 inch. I'm going to be, it actually is clamped down. It has also a few pieces of double-sided tape underneath it just to make sure that it's secure to the board. And I personally use Vectric Pro for all of my designing and my software needs. So before we get into doing this, let's go over to Vectric Pro and I'll show you what that design looks like. Okay, so here is the final product of what it will look like. Let me just grab this for a different angle for some of you that are looking at it. You can see that the toolpaths are very clear. The resolution is actually pretty high on this sign, so I was very happy with how all of this toolpathing would come out, especially around the established. When I originally did this, I just ran it with the 1/8 inch bit and I was not overly thrilled with it because I had a lot of tear out from the V-carve in the middle of the O's, the D. I had some here in the E. I mean, I could have easily taken it out with a Dremel, but I really don't like to create extra work for myself if I don't have to. So let's go ahead and narrow that back up. And I am actually going to show you the time on this bad boy. So right now I have about 7 hours and 45 minutes. But I have noticed when I plug this into my CNC, this first toolpath actually came in at 39 minutes. So I was happy to see that it was a little bit less, not significant, but as you know, even if it takes off 10 to 12 minutes or even less off of each toolpath, that adds up to quite a bit. Now I know the majority of the pocketing or the toolpathing will be done here on this top text in the 60-degree view bit. I can't click on it right in this toolpath summary for you, but that is coming in at 1 hour and 10 minutes. So with all of these added up, it does equal that 7 hours and 45 minutes. So these are all the different toolpaths. I would be happy to help anybody out who needs this. But like I said, there is a really awesome YouTuber out there that can do this step by step for you in a tutorial. I will be sure to link his information below in the video, so be sure to check that out. But let's go ahead and get over to the CNC and get busy making this beautiful sign I've got here. Alright y'all, so let's go ahead and move, oops, not that slow. Let's go ahead and move the machine out of the way so you can see exactly what has been done here. Alright, so this is the clearance path of the 1/4 inch end mill. I love how stinking smooth this is. You can see a few little lines in here, but really overall it is not bad, and I really think that that's just due to the birch plywood. I did have a little bit of shredding over here on the sides, which really is not terrible. I can always run just a little bit of glue like over that, and of course I'm going to stain and this is going to get painted. So there's still a lot of work to do, but I wanted to show you what that 1/4 inch end mill does and what those bits from IDC Woodcraft are capable of. They really are some of the best bits, and Garrett is absolutely fabulous to work with. So on a side note, let's get back to business. I have a 1/8 inch end mill to change the bit out and get back to business. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to take this dust boot off of here. And if any of y'all are wondering where I get this dust boot, I will link it in the description below. It's actually from an Etsy shop. I bought it from our Onefinity group. He is a member of that group. He's absolutely wonderful. So we're going to go ahead and there is this bit, by the way. This is, like I said, the 1/4 inch end mill. Love this bit. Okay, I'm going to get this one out of the road here. Let me pop in my 1/8 inch end mill down cut. When you are working with bits like this, always, especially with birch, make sure you are working with a down cut, because up cut bits just have way too much tear out. All right, y'all, let me focus in on this. IDC Woodcraft and idcwoodcraft.com, 1/8 inch end mill. And I love his bits because they even have all of this information. And let me tell you, he also has a book on his website that gives you all of the feeds and speeds for all of his tools. Oh my gosh, y'all, they are so helpful. I cannot tell you, it is ridiculous how helpful they are. Especially as a newbie CNCer, it's amazing. I have seemed to misplace my smaller collets, or they have grown legs and walked away, one of the two. Alright, I'm going to find those and I'll be right back. You guys, look where I found them. You know where they were? You can't see it really well. See this garbage bag over here? I was cleaning my shop and I threw them all away. Ooh, you guys, look. I got all of my different collets are in here. Holy smokes. Alright. That could have been a catastrophe. Serious catastrophe. I really thought like they got sucked up in the dust boot or something like really bad happened to them. I was about ready to freak out. But it didn't. Luckily it didn't. Okay. Putting this in the collet. Make sure. Go ahead and recenter my machine. Back to its code location. And if you are having problems with the X, Y, and Z, feel free to check out my other YouTube tutorials. I will be sure to pin it up here in the top right hand corner of the screen for you to go and check out, because wanting to do projects and having issues with your test probe are a nightmare. Alright, I am going to try and change the diameter of the bit because this is a 1/8 inch bit, so that is a diameter of 1.25. So we're going to go ahead and get this done. It will do the 2 double taps, 2 taps on the side, just making sure it's flush. I cannot believe how well this is turning out. Actually, I'm amazed at how well it's turning out because this is my first time ever doing this, so I'm like thrilled. Because 9 times out of 10 when I try to shoot YouTube content and do a project at the same time for the first time, it inevitably gets screwed up. Let's just be honest. Alright, so that's done. Alright, last but not least thing that I need to do. This is a 1/8 inch bit. So the speed is at 22,000, so I need to put my router on a 4. We're going to go ahead and change that to a 4. Alright, everything is Z'd up, ready to go. Okay, here is what the the 1/8 inch bit did. We can see some of it. Now, I'm pretty sure I remember, I think I actually, I can't remember if this border actually stays on here. I think it might, but you can see just the little bit of edging, and it made a few little holes. It did a little bit. It actually outlined all of, oh gosh, you can see the super faint line, like right here. And right here you can really see, I mean, it's so faint, but what it does is it gets it ready for the V bit. It's just milling away a little bit extra wood. So, oh my gosh, guys. All right. It is, let's see, I don't even know what time it is. It's 9:30 on a Tuesday night. My kids are in bed. My husband is going hunting in the morning. So I'm out here working. But let me tell you what, the V-bit I believe takes 4 hours. So I don't know that I'm actually going to start that tonight, but I'm going to pick this back up tomorrow. So if you hear a change in my voice and all that good stuff, just know why, because it's late at night and I'll be back at this tomorrow morning. So hope y'all are enjoying this so far, but I will take a moment. If you would hit subscribe on my channel for me, that will help me grow my followers and also put my content out there on YouTube, which I would be so grateful for, because I am a small business trying to grow my business. So if you'll smash that like button for me and hit that subscribe, I would be so grateful. Anyway, I will catch y'all in the morning and we'll get back at this sign and we'll get it done. See you then. Good morning, beautiful people. It is time to get back to work. Let's pull up the media file to CNC files. Tucker, text on text. You're going to do the 1/16 inch end mill. We're going to let that load up. I'm going to grab my bits. I'm going to be using the 1/16 inch end mill. This is a downcut bit. And again, IDC Woodcraft and idcwoodcraft.com. Go visit Garrett Frome. Check out his YouTube tutorials. They are absolutely amazing. But for now, I'm going to switch out this switch out this 1/8 inch bit that I was using. This is actually a it's an 1/8 inch shank on this bit, on the 1/16 bit that I'm going to be using for the established part of this sign. You can see it's all pretty fuzzy, but once this all gets cleared up with the 1/16, and then it'll have the 60-degree V bit that goes over all of it and does a ton of cleanup work. Whew, we're getting there, friends. We're getting there. You can see some of the tearing. Like I said, this is a 3/4 inch birch wood. I don't know that I will use this type of wood again, but as I stated in the very beginning, this is a sign for me and my husband. So You know, I can always run a little wood filler over those if I want to, or I can kind of do whatever if I want to give it more rustic look and maybe burn it a little bit and see how it all looks, I can do that. But there's lots of different options with wood. That's the really great part about this entire process. I could even just take some really light sandpaper and go over those. I don't know what I'll do, but you can definitely see the established 2006 come to life. So what I'm going to do now is change over to that 60-degree V-bit, and then we will, it will go over the whole thing. I think the whole estimated time is about 2 hours. So a lot of work, a lot of time lapse, but we're going to get this sign done and it's going to be beautiful. All right, let me show you this next tool that I'm going to be using. This is a 60-degree V-bit from IDC Woodcraft. It is a 1/4 inch shank. That is usually what I use all of my bits for. I do have a few wider bits. You'll have to pardon it. It looks a little bit dirty. I actually need to do a little bit of a cleanup, but just to show you exactly what I'm working with. And then of course it has all of the flute length, shank length, and overall length of the bit, and then idcwoodcraft.com. So you'll see me mention these a lot in all of my videos, but these bits are ridiculously sharp and they are so well made. It's just not even funny. I cannot say enough good things about these bits. I am not being paid to say any of these things. I really am a believer of sharing good products and good knowledge. I don't like to buy the cheap bits. Garrett's bits are extremely reasonable. I know that the bit prices are gonna get ready to go up just because of everything in the industry is gone up as far as making the materials, getting things completed. So I will go over to his website and check these things out, especially if you are looking into buying a bit set. Y'all, I cannot say enough things about a bit set. You go over to his website, I will link it below, and go look at the actual bit set. I believe it comes with a 16th, an 1/8, a 1/4, I don't know. I don't want to speak on it because I haven't actually looked at the bit set in a really long time, because I bought it when I first bought my CNC, and these bits have not failed me once. They are ridiculously awesome. I think the entire set was maybe $200, maybe. It could be a few dollars over, could be a few dollars less, but go check them out, because seriously, as a newbie CNCer, I was running to Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, trying to find these types of bits. And I'm just going to tell you, they're not out there. Stop wasting your time. Stop going to the stores. Stop looking around. Go over to IDC Woodcraft, buy the bit set, because if you want to use CNCing and you want to have good results, clean results, use these bits. And again, no paid advertising here. Just a girl using a CNC machine that's been using it for roughly about 5 months, and I've had 0 problems. Literally 0 problems with these bits. And if I do have a problem, you can reach out directly to Garrett. He is a human being that will respond to you, instead of just being on the struggle bus trying to find exactly what you need. So I'm going to Z up this bit really quickly. And we're going to go from there. All right. Ready to go. All right, let's do this. It's on a setting of 4, so let's go. Whew, my ears are burning from having them headphones on. All right, look at how beautiful. Your guys, girls, friends. I cannot tell you. Yeah, we got a couple little things here I can glue down. First run ever doing this. I think the step, let me get a little closer here. There is, I mean, it looks like a step, but man, it's as smooth as butter. I mean, like, for real. I don't know how else I like to show y'all that, but. All right, so obviously this board was primed. I don't know what I want to do. I love that the Michael and Kate is white, but it definitely needs painted over because this board was literally just primed with an oil-based primer. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I'm thinking maybe like, I do like the border. I like that white. I like this, but I'm thinking maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. What do y'all think? Anyway, so there's that. I'm going to work with my Dremel here and these little floofy things I buy on Amazon. I can link them below for you in the video. Anyway, love these little things. I'm going to go around this and just try to do a little bit of cleanup, especially I got a little roughing in here, but seriously, it is not bad at all. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll get back to you.